Aaron DuBois and Tom Dumont. Welcome back to our show.
Hi, Bart.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Seems like I just saw you somewhere. Where was that, Aaron?
It's your 25th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
That's right. Thanks for coming.
Yes.
Yeah, it was nice to see you there. Thanks for being part of JTV.
Definitely. It was a great party.
It was. We had a nice time.
You did.
Yeah, 25 years went by really fast. Well, today, let's talk about what just happened last night. The government shutdown ended. We've been hearing about SNAP benefits and air traffic controllers. Those two have been in the news a lot, but there are other areas that people might not have considered.
Yeah, you don't see about this in the press, you don't read about it, but the SBA and the USDA are federal agencies run by the U.S. government, and those agencies have also been shut down. So they've been furloughed. As of October 1st, their offices have been closed. So we rely on the SBA and the USDA as lending partners to provide guarantees of some of the loans that we make. And so all the loans that we've approved from October 1st to yesterday, we have to use their E-Trans system to submit an application for the SBA or the USDA guarantee. The USDA has a different process, but along the same lines. So those have been on hold for 45 days. So it creates a lot of angst and worry by the business owner who are either financing the purchase of a business, expanding their business, and relying on that SBA program. And so there's a lot of unknown and just wait and see. And we rely on them, and they're good partners, and it's great that they reopened this morning. So we've been getting flooded with emails regarding next steps and steps to follow. So it'll be a little bit of a backlog from them processing the applications that were in the queue but hadn't been processed. So it's get those through the process and get in line, and we'll do the best we can to keep those deals moving along.
Yeah, everything is time sensitive. When it's yours, it's time sensitive.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Wonder about VA home loans. Would those be in the same situation?
I will. I can
know
follow
you guys,
back with.
Yeah, you guys are business lenders, but
And I'm not sure. Do we do the VA?
We do have a VA program,
Okay.
and I would
It
assume
probably
those would
would
be
be.
impacted
yeah.
because of the government reliance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be days, and it's not instant recovery.
Right. Correct. But
It'll
at least
take-
now it will be open, and we can do a lot more business. There's some really good opportunities for business owners that are either trying to sell their business or somebody trying to buy it. If you're a manufacturing company, loans under $950,000, you don't have to pay an SBA fee for certain NAS codes.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So, does that mean an SBA loan? Is it your money and they're guaranteeing?
Correct.
Correct. Yes.
Yes. So we fund the loan, and we get an SBA guarantee for 50 to 75% of the loan amount. So it's a good faith guarantee by our federal government, and what that allows us to do is maybe extend terms that we wouldn't be able to do on a conventional basis. So it could be we're financing the purchase of a business, and oftentimes those assets are intangible. It's the value of the cash flow that's generated, and it's not a piece of equipment, it's not a piece of real estate. So we're able to go extend a longer term and amortization because we have the SBA guarantee behind us.
So someone that might not get approved, or would be a borderline approval, you add the SBA to the equation, and suddenly then you've got a deal.
Yep.
Right.
And
Correct.
oftentimes when you use an SBA guarantee, if it's for a business purchase or a real estate purchase, there's lower down payment requirements or lower equity requirements and extended terms, so that the business owner has a greater chance of success on the front end.
So how do you know if you're going to bring the FDA into it? Is it something you just would automatically do based on certain parameters?
Yeah, it depends on, we look at cash flow as our primary source of repayment. We look at collateral that backs the loan as a secondary repayment source, and then what the business owners bring to the table as far as resources. So when there's a weakness in either collateral or reliance on projection of income, then we tend to rely on getting some support from the SBA.
Okay. And I think I said FBA. It's SBA.
SBA.
There is no FBA. What would the FBA be? The Federal Bureau of...
Administration.
That's not what first came to my mind. Well, this past week, Veterans Day,
Yes.
and while many thought having the bank closed was a nice day off and a holiday for you guys, I just learned before the show that it was a day of service for you guys.
Right. We did honor a local veteran, Donald Dow, and we donated some money for his, because of his service to the Fisher House, the VA in Ann Arbor. But he was a U.S. Navy veteran. But like you were talking about, for our service day, so we actually had some team bonding together with a breakfast, and then there's some of us that did, we tied blankets. We did 25 blankets for the VA hospital for their families, and for the service people that are at the hospital, with the pictures there. We also did some handwritten cards to thank them for their service for the VA hospital, and then some of the ones that wanted to brave the cold, like Tom here, and push some snow. But we actually did do some fall cleanup at the American Legion Post in Chelsea. So all of us donated our time, and we're together, helping to serve our community and the veterans. So thanking them for their service to our country.
Yes, we thanked the veterans for their service on Veterans Day, but it doesn't have to be Veterans Day to thank veterans. And again, thank you, veterans. We have so many in Jackson County.
Yes, we do.
There are people I didn't even realize were veterans, and they're a pretty humble group. They aren't always going to let you know, but if you know someone that's a veteran, make sure it's not just Veterans Day that you honor them. So we're getting close to Christmas. Is there is there a point where you guys have to just stop for the year for business loans?
In a perfect world, yes, but we have businesses that are trying to take advantage of tax deductions and depreciation, so they're buying assets, equipment, vehicles, etc. And they want to. Sometimes they're not executing. They're not reaching an agreement until the last days. But we try to give our team a break. Shortly after Christmas, so that we have time to process the transaction, put it on our books, and clean up the accounting. So we go pretty close to the year end.
In addition to the work you do for veterans, like the service project this week, year round you are helping local organizations, nonprofits. I think not a month goes by where you don't make a financial contribution to help support a nonprofit. And these are some that you've been helping this year.
Right. The Grass Lake Community Center is the picture on the right. And then, and I'm not entirely sure, the middle group is, and I think that the Black History Tour group,
Correct.
They actually just went, I thought I read somewhere, or maybe saw it on
They
JTV.
were in New York City for the nation's largest Veterans Day parade.
Oh,
Excellent. So I thought I had seen that, probably on JTV here.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of other, the Jackson Symphony, School of the Arts, Home Builders, JAMA, the Lost Railway Museum we've supported, Jackson commercial contractors, doing a lot. Junior Achievement is a big one that we also do. Tom and I actually spend a lot of time doing the global marketplace, teaching a class for 6 weeks at middle school at Parkside.
Oh, nice.
So
Were you
did a lot of that.
either of you in junior achievement when you were a kid?
No, I don't know.
I remember having speakers come in, but I couldn't tell you which organization they were with. They were probably from Junior Achievement. But
Yeah. Well, you didn't have it at your school. You probably had FFA.
Yeah, probably, but at the time, I don't think Concord actually had FFA. They do now, which is
Yeah.
a really good program for the students.
How
so.
about the kids at Grass Lake? You've got a new program where you're getting students educated about responsibility with debit cards.
Right.
So it's an account that is tied into the parents' account. So it's a separate account, but parents have the ability to
You
make
can't suck your
transfers.
parents' account dry.
The parents can set spending limits on their on their child's account. They can eliminate places of business. They can set dollar limits on certain spending. And ultimately, they're trying to encourage healthy habits for building the account balance and saving, budgeting, investing. And so at the end, when that student graduates high school, turns 18, that account stays in place and it's their account. Whereas some programs encourage you to spend that account balance down, then you have to restart the process and open a new account. So
And they have money for college or trade school or whatever. They're on
Correct. Yeah.
good head start.
And, yeah.
Great to have you both here.
Yeah.
They are
Thank
located on Wisner Street in that building with that beautiful mural by Joseph Macklin. Appreciate you coming in today.
yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you. And a special shout out to my mother, Roberta. It's her birthday today.
Today,
Yep.
Happy
Roberta
birthday.
Dumont.
Roberta, yes. Happy
Happy
birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
Awesome. That's great. Great to have you tuned in. Have a great birthday. Tom Dumont and Aaron DuBois from Chelsea State Bank.